How's everyone doing today? It's your boy JJ Domination, and before we can even move into Week 8 against the New York Giants, we got an issue again with a frustrated receiver, Marvin Jones. Let's see what Marvin Jones has to say. Coach, I'm really disappointed that you didn't get me more involved in this game, especially after our talk. I was open out there. Those DBs couldn't hang with me. Seriously, I can make plays. We both know it. So why didn't you give me more of an opportunity? So, -1 morale for your receiver. You know what? You know what, Marvin Jones? You know what I got to say about that, bud? You know what I got to say about that, Mr. Marvin Jones? You, Mr. 29-year-old. Take that. You're getting added to the trading block. That's right. We're adding you to the trade block because there is tension in the air between you and the head coach. Let's go ahead and advance to next week. Week 8, you already know. And we got some trade offers for Marvin Jones, and we're taking on the 1-5-1 New York Football Giants right here. Let's discuss a game plan for Saquon Barkley. Hey, Coach, what's the game plan for Saquon Barkley? This guy's an absolute home run hitter. If we don't lock down our gaps, he's liable to score from anywhere on the field. How do you want to handle him? Well, we're going to have to slow him down, man. Going to have to slow him down. We'll manage him as well as we can. I don't think we'll be able to shut him down completely, but I don't think we have to. If we could just slow him down, I think we could pull out the win. Yeah, I like that approach. We don't have to stop him. We just have to contain him. Let's do it. Beat the New York Giants, hold them to one or few rushing touchdowns. Or fewer, I should say. All right, now let's see. Trade offers for Marvin Jones. Let's see what's out there. All right, we're getting some interest. Okay, so the Houston Texans are trying to offer us a 2021 second-round pick, 6th and 7th round pick all next year. Cincinnati Bengals are offering us a 67 overall middle linebacker, a current 5th, and a future 7th. The Minnesota Vikings are offering us... Listen, we're not even going to look at their trade. We're not trading within the division. The Tennessee Titans are offering us Correa and a 6th round pick next year. I'm sorry, I was looking at my phone there. The Pittsburgh Steelers are looking to offer us a 3rd and a 5th next year. Seattle's going to offer us a 3rd and a 5th this year. New Orleans are looking to offer us a 2nd round pick next year, a 5th round pick this year, and a 6th round pick next year. The Washington Redskins are looking to offer us a 2nd round pick next year. The Baltimore Ravens are looking to offer us a 2nd and a 5th round pick next year. The Oakland Raiders are looking to offer us a 3rd round pick and a 7th round pick this year. The Carolina Panthers looking to offer us a 4th round pick this year, a 5th and a 6th next year. The Packers trade, we're not really interested in doing business with a division rival. The New York Jets are looking to offer us a 3rd, 5th, and 7th round pick next year. The Jacksonville Jaguars looking to offer us a 2nd and a 6th next year. The San Francisco 49ers looking to offer us a 3rd and a 7th this year. Dallas looking to offer us a 3rd, 5th, and 7th round pick next year. The Los Angeles Chargers looking to offer us a 3rd round pick this year, a 6th round pick. Oh no, a 3rd round pick next year, a 6th round pick this year, and a 7th next year. The Cardinals looking to offer us a 3rd, 5th, and 7th this year. The Bills are offering us a 3rd straight up, and the Broncos offering us a 3rd and a 7th. So, I don't know which trade I want to do. Very interesting trades. I mean, Correa, it's an intriguing one for the Titans, but they have a pretty good receiving core. We kind of want to trade this guy to a young team who maybe could use a receiver. So I'm thinking Baltimore right now for the cap hit. And plus I want to trade him to the AFC. I could take this trade here from the New York Jets. Or I could take this trade from Jacksonville. The Chargers are pretty competitive right now, and they have 3 good receivers on their team. The Broncos, they're trying to develop some receivers right now. So it's definitely between, let's see, it's between Houston. Well, Houston has DeAndre Hopkins, so let's see. It's between Baltimore, Baltimore and the New York Jets, really, and Jacksonville. So we could get a second round pick and a fifth round pick next year, or we could get a second and a sixth, or a third, fifth, and seventh. Honestly, we're going to send Marvin Jones to the Baltimore Ravens. Let's just go ahead and get it done. Boom. Trade accepted. He's going to the Baltimore Ravens for a second and a fifth round pick next year. That's a dub. I'll take that trade for Marvin Jones. Pretty realistic, in my opinion. You got to think, Amari Cooper was given up for a first. Golden Tate was traded for like a second. So, pretty realistic stuff right there. But without further ado, we're going to look at this roster first. I think I'm going to add somebody via free agency just to fill out the roster. Nothing too crazy. I'll probably bring in like another running back or something. Excuse me. I'm probably going to bring in another running back to the roster real quick. So you guys are going to see that. And then I'm going to hop into this game against the Giants. We're going to try to pull out the win. So we're going to bring in a running back. And I don't want someone that's too bad or anything. So I'm thinking about bringing in Wendell Smallwood. I think I'm going to bring in Wendell Smallwood. You know, nice size right there. Nothing too crazy. Just a running back. We're going to bring him in. And now we're going to head into our game against the Giants. See you there. And ladies and gentlemen, we are here in Ford Field to take on the New York Giants. Of course, if you have saw the breaking news, Marvin Jones has been traded to the Baltimore Ravens for a future second and fifth round pick in the 2021 NFL Draft. Listen, Marvin Jones was frustrated with his role and with his positioning in the locker room, in the offense, and Matt Patricia and company decided to get him out of there. This is a team that's already struggling to win some games. Now you add the noise that's coming out about Marvin Jones. They just had to move on. He's going to be joining a young team with Lamar Jackson at quarterback, and he's going to be a nice veteran receiver for that team. Meanwhile, for this team, acquiring a future second could help potentially move up in this draft, or they'll just have 2 second-round picks in the upcoming draft in 2021. Also, you get a future fifth-round pick as well. As you see, Golden Tate 105 yards, 2 touchdowns on 8 catches last week. But yeah, this trade had to be done in the eyes of the Detroit Lions. So they finally got it done as we are here and play the moments. You already know we're coming in red zone. We're going to take advantage of the New York Football Giants right here. We are driving. It's 1st and 10. Can Stafford rebound? Remember, no Marvin Jones. Somebody's got to step up. And Stafford right there going to go underneath to Jermaine Kearse. And Matthew Stafford, 3 for 3 on the day, 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7 right there. Stafford, let's see what he does on 2nd and 7. And he's going to find Kerryon Johnson, who's going to walk into the end zone, basically. Alec Ogletree bit hard on that angle route, and Kerryon Johnson is going to make the most of it. He is in the end zone for an easy touchdown. Let's look at it again. Ogletree just bit hard on the flat route, ends up making it an angle route. Nice play from Kerryon Johnson. Here we go right here. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Here we go. Kerryon Johnson in the backfield. And Johnson's going to take it up the field, and he's going to be dragged down by his face mask by Antoine Bethea. And, you know, you can't hear it because I turned the volume off for it, but Antoine Bethea is going to pull him down for a face mask. Add 15 yards to that run, baby. We're moving the chains. Here we go, 1st and 10 for Kerryon Johnson, and he's going to be brought down in a hurry. As Johnson last week, 68 yards. He has yet to have a rushing touchdown on the season. That is just ridiculous right there. How is that even a thing? How has that even happened? Oh, and Stafford walks right into a sack right there. Dalvin Tomlinson is going to bring him down. And now it's 3rd and 14. Or 3rd and 13. Excuse me. So here we go right here. 3rd and 13. Someone's got to get open. Something's got to give. And he finds his receiver. That's his tight end, actually. TJ Hawkinson. Another completion for Matthew Stafford. He is 5 for 5 on the day. And here we go. 1st and 10 now at the 36-yard line of the New York Giants. Kenny Golladay is going to split out wide. Stafford gets the throw off, and it's incomplete. Looking for Danny Amendola. The ball was knocked away by Antoine Bethea. Good pass breakup right there from him, as we are now 2nd and 10 at the 36. Stafford just going to turn around and hand it off to Kerryon Johnson, and he's going to carry on for 3 more yards. Actually 4. It's 3rd and 6. But here we go. They don't get it here. They most likely will take the 3. And Stafford gets sacked right there. Big sack from Michael Thomas. Not the wide receiver from the Saints, but one of their nickel specialists and special team players right there. As Stafford, he was looking for TJ Hawkinson, winding up for a big throw, and it's no good. Matt Prater now on to try the 56-yarder. Oh, and he just... What? He makes it. It looked like it hit the camera. But that's his 50th made field goal over 50 yards. Let's take a look at this again. It actually hits the camera, but I guess it technically crossed the crossbar, so I guess they counted it. Very controversial stuff right there from EA. Don't come at me about that. I have no idea. But we have Eli Manning right here, 3rd and 12. And they're going to dump it to Saquon Barkley, and he's brought down in a hurry by Devon Kennard. 4th and 8 right there. The Giants take their 3, but it's 3rd down for the Detroit Lions. 3rd down and 2 to be exact. And now they got to think of a play. So here we go, 3rd and 2 right here. And Stafford going to dump it off in a hurry, trying to make a man miss. He's fighting, and Johnson may have just gotten enough. And yes, he has. The chains are going to keep moving. Johnson fighting for that extra yardage right there. Hustle on display right there from Kerryon Johnson. Johnson, man, already has a touchdown in this game, a couple of receptions. Good stuff from him. Stafford finding TJ Hawkinson, who tried to make a man miss. Jabril Peppers with a nice tackle, and now the Detroit Lions are in the red zone as we are, in the 2-minute offense, it looks like, for Detroit. 1st down and 10 at the 14. Stafford going to go ahead and take the hike. Oh, and he throws a blind interception. He throws it to Andrew Adams. Andrew Adams comes up with the pick right there, looking for Kenny Golladay, but Adams just stood there. He knew what was coming. But here we go, 3rd and 10. Let's see what happens. And Matthew Stafford's going to take a sack. It looks like Tavon Wilson was one of the guys that got in on the blitz. And let's see here. We're going to play another moment right here. 3rd and 10. Third and 10. Let's see what happens right here. Oh, and what a pick from Tracy Walker, who was all over the place on that play. He was originally covering Evan Ingram, went back to cover Golden Tate. And what an athletic interception from Tracy Walker. That could very well be the game changer. Tracy Walker, of course, a second-year safety for the Detroit Lions. And here we go, 3rd and 1. Stafford going to throw it to Jermaine Kearse. Makes a man miss. Fumble. The hit came from Jabril Peppers. And Alec Ogletree, right place, right time, recovers it. Jermaine Kearse with the fumble. You've got to be kidding me. On an opportune play, you throw the interception. But here we go right here. 1st and 10. The Giants are just looking to run the clock out. A costly fumble by Jermaine Kearse and Saquon is hurt. That's going to be an automatic timeout by the officials. So the Giants at least, or the Lions get to at least keep a timeout. Wayne Gallman Jr. is now the running back. Gallman trying to make a man miss. Tracy Walker's there to clean up. And it's 3rd and 7. And they're going to let it wind down to the 2-minute warning. Both parties have decided. 17-10. And here we go. 3rd and 7 right here. And there's a nice pick right there from Quandre Diggs. Diggs trying to outrun the New York Giants. Oh, and he's going to get in. Quandre Diggs with the interception for a touchdown. And Marshawn Melvin's going to make the cover as Darius Slay counts the 1, 2, 3. And just like that, the Detroit Lions are tying this football game up pending on an extra point. You could have argued for a block in the back right there on Darius Slay, but Quandre Diggs making the most of that opportunity, baiting Eli Manning into a bad throw on 3rd and 7 on a down where he didn't even have to throw it. He could have just taken the timeout. He didn't even have to throw it right there. No need to in that situation. Just hand it off, take your 3 points, and you're up by 10 instead of a tied football game here, ladies and gentlemen. You live and you learn, and you think for a veteran like Eli Manning, who's been in the league since 2004, you would think he knows this. But I guess he doesn't by that blind interception he made to Quandre Diggs for a touchdown. And a drop pass from Gallman. He typically has good hands, but not on that play. Oh man, the Giants are shook right now. And here we go. 3rd and 10. They're showing blitz. And they're going to go with the screen. And Gallman. Did he get enough? No, Gallman was a yard short. Gallman was a yard short. Wow, the Giants are shooting themselves in the foot. And it shows in this one. Nice punt to Kerryon Johnson. He's just going to let it bounce. And it bounces in the end zone. They don't even get a favorable bounce. The New York Giants, in the last 30 seconds or in the last like 40 seconds, have just made mental mistake after mental mistake. It has not been an enjoyable matchup in the last 40 seconds for the New York Giants. They went from potentially being up by 10 to now being in a tied ball game at home or on the road against the Detroit Lions. And that's a big gain from TJ Hawkinson. He just continues to make plays for this team only like he can. And the Lions aren't really too concerned. They're just going to try to, get the yards and whatnot. And there's Danny Amendola, big catch, and they're going to be in field goal range. That's a big catch right there from Danny Amendola. Nothing too crazy, but he did the job right there. And here we go. Danny Amendola going to motion out, and they're going to hand it off to Kerryon Johnson. He only gets a yard. And the Giants are going to take a timeout this time. Crazy turn of events right here in this game against the Giants. And Kerryon Johnson's going to fall forward for the first, and the Giants are forced to take another timeout. Wow. I'm telling you, man, I know I've brought this up 100 times already, but the New York Giants could have easily have been up by 10 points with the Detroit Lions trying to scramble to somehow cover their ground. But instead, they're in this mess. And Kerryon Johnson's hurt, which means Detroit now has to use a timeout. This game is getting bizarre in the last couple of minutes. 2nd and inches, though. They got C.J. Anderson. And Anderson trying to plow his way forward. And there you go, another timeout right there. They could take their 3, but I think they'll burn a little bit more clock. And Stafford gonna throw it to Hawkinson. The element of surprise near the 5-yard line, and Hawkinson catches a touchdown. That's going to add mad insult to injury right there. And keep in mind, the Giants have no timeouts either. They have to go down the field 75 yards to get a touchdown. Oh, and almost intercepted right there by Justin Coleman. He almost put it away early. And a low back strain for Kerryon Johnson. Of course, we're not going to see him any longer in this one. You hate to see it. 2nd and 10 for Eli Manning. What's he going to do? He throws it up for grabs for Evan Ingram, and it's batted away. Batted away right there. Very interesting. 3rd and 10 right here. 2 more opportunities to get the ball down the field. But even if you do, you got to get out of bounds. You have to get out of bounds. This spike is going to take up a lot of time. Oh, and they're going to run a play. Oh, but it's too late. It doesn't matter. Nice open field tackle right there by Rashawn Melvin, I'm pretty sure that was. And what a game right here for the Detroit Lions. It all came together in the last quarter, the 4th quarter. No Marvin Jones, no problem. The Detroit Lions get the job done in this one, 24-17. And what was a hell of a game. The X factor was the run game. Kerryon Johnson getting that ball going late. Anderson had a nice run, but Tracy Walker with the interception in the end zone. Then you add a Quandre Diggs pick 6. What a hell of a game for Detroit. Will they build off of this in their next game? We'll find out next week. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Peace out.